Hey guys, welcome back to JFC. And if you're like me, Asian and small, you probably like small Asian food. And yes, I'm talking about spring roll. And today I'm gonna teach you guys exactly how to make that. Okay, to get started, I just started by cooking my mushrooms. And as you can see right there, I just added a little bit of vegetable oil into the wok before adding in about a cup and a half of shiitake mushroom and a cup and a half of oyster mushrooms. Unfortunately, they only had dried oyster mushroom at my market, so I had no choice but to hydrate them. And you can do so by leaving them to soak in very hot water for about 20 minutes or until they're soft. After sauteing it for about 2 minutes, you want to go ahead and add a pinch of salt and about a tablespoon of ginger. And don't be afraid of that ginger. And you just want to saute that for about another minute, just making sure everything is combined. While I was cooking that, I was also soaking 3 cups of rice noodles, aka glass noodles, into very hot water for about 20 minutes until they're soft. And now it's time for the rest of the filling. As you can see right here, I just cut my cabbage into smaller pieces before adding them into a separate bowl. And you only really need half of the cabbage for the filling, so look up recipes online for the other half. Meanwhile, I will read more about knife safety. And as for the carrots, I did the same thing. I just cut them into smaller pieces just like the cabbage. No. There you go. And for the minced carrots, you can just add those in the same big bowl with the cabbages. After placing the cabbage and the carrot within the same bowl, you just want to go ahead and add about 2 tablespoons of salt and chase that down with about a cup of water. This mixture will help it loosen up the vegetable when you're crunching into them. Since carrots and cabbage are very tough vegetable, you really need to crunch them so you can place them on the rolls easier. And of course, how can I forget about a little ASMR for you guys? So after crunching them for about 10 minutes, you just want to go ahead and remove any excess water from the vegetable. If you think you placed too much salt from earlier, you just want to place them under running water to remove any excess salt. Then place it back in the original big bowl. After that, I just placed the mushroom in my cutting board and I really love how they turn out. Just bursting with flavor. Yes, bursting with flavor indeed because of the umami flavor it contains. I really didn't do anything special with the mushroom. I just added salt and ginger because I guess ginger would complement nice with the mushroom because they have the same pungent and earthy flavor. I had made this recipe many times before and trying out different type of mushroom every time I make new batches, trying to figure out which one worked the best with the vegetable spring roll. I had tried wood ear mushroom, which is commonly used in Chinese cuisine, and gnocchi mushroom, which is commonly used in Japanese cuisine. But I have to say, the oyster and shiitake mushroom is the best one so far. And now it's time for the seasoning. In this mixture, I have 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1 tablespoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of black pepper. I'm not really crazy about dry spices, but you can go ahead and add more of dry spices if you like. I actually preferred natural spices, so I went ahead and added 2 tablespoons of ginger, 2 tablespoons of garlic that are already minced before adding in my cilantro. And you only really need about a cup and a half of cilantro into that mixture. After that, you just want to make sure your hands are clean before mixing them together. Are my hands clean? I don't think Omar minds. And you really just want to get in there making sure everything is well combined. And don't be that person who forgets to put rice noodles into the mixture. And you really don't need that much, you just need enough to flick your hands unnecessary amount of times to get that one noodle into the bowl. Omar was giving me funny looks, so I have no choice but to use a spoon to mix them together. And you want to make sure you mix them really well, making sure that you get that every ingredient every time you bite into the spring roll. And if you think the hard part is over, joke's on you because we still have to roll each one of the spring roll. And this is probably the hardest part of the cooking process. And now for the wrappers, you want to make sure you use a very good wrappers like TYJ Spring Roll Wrappers that are commonly found in Asian market. And you want to place that under a wet or damp napkin, making sure they don't dry out when you're wrapping each one. And if it's your first time wrapping spring roll, you want to make sure you only use 1 tablespoon so it's easier for you to wrap them. Okay, place the filling in the middle of the wrapper and fold it over halfway or enough to cover the filling. Pull as much as you can, make sure to get every filling inside before rolling it once more. And folding the side over as much as you can, and last, roll it to itself. It's that easy. Easy? No? Okay. But we have to do like 50 of these, so you have no choice. So I really don't want to do 50 of these, so I have no choice but to text my friend. And let me just text him real quick saying I have free food for him. And send.
Yo, what's up, bro?
Hey, what's up, Chris?
You said free food, right? So
Um,
I'm here.
yeah. 3 spring rolls down and 47 more to go. It's a way funner experience when you do this with someone else rather than doing it alone. It will make it so much faster and the bonding experience is definitely going to be stronger. Huh? And now it's time to fry them. You want to use something that has a high smoke point like canola oil when you're frying these. And you want to make sure you're only putting about 5 to 6 pieces into the cooking oil, making sure you can control them at all time. And we only put a little bit of oil because we were only making few of these and then we're freezing the rest of them for later use. Don't they look so beautiful? You're only looking to only brown them, making sure they're crispy. And as far as the inside goes, it's already cooked, so you don't really have to worry about that. Now it's time to push them out. Make sure you have a safe landing zone for the spring roll. What I have right here is I have a bowl with a paper napkin so I can soak up all the oil from those spring roll, making sure they can get the perfect crispy color they deserve. Make sure you remove any debris from the oil before starting the new batches. And that's basically it. You just made vegetable spring roll from home. And until next week, peace. Okay guys, that's it. That's the easy vegetable spring roll, and you already know what time it is. It's time to try them. So let's just call my friends here. Come on, Omar and Christian.
Ooh.
Vegetable spring roll. Alright.
Okay. So how much am I getting paid to be in your video?
Not that much. Alright, I'm so pumped for this.
Oh, but wait. I got mine from home, bro.
From home?
Look at that.
Oh, what the heck?
Let's try
Alright.
this. Still smoking. Wow. Yeah, bro, my pocket kept that warm.
That's so good. I love making these. I always make these whenever we have family gathering. I'll just have my sister and my brother roll them up, and I'll just make them and I'll cook them. But yeah, the hardest part about this is probably the labor, and it takes a lot of time rolling each individual spring roll, but at the end, it's so much worth it. Hey guys, what's up? Oh no.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey guys, welcome back to JFC, and that's basically it.
That's basically it. You just gotta eat it now.
Basically.
Yeah, this is gonna be solid.
Hey guys. I got that.
You have to go all the way out. More?
You still in it,
Yeah.
bro?
Hey guys, welcome back to. No. Hey guys, so basically that's it, and you already know what time it is. It's time to try what I made. So I'm just gonna call some of my new friends. Oh,
Pew pew pew, friends.
No.
Hey guys, so that's it. This is the whatever spring roll we just made.
Okay guys, that's it. The easy spring roll.
This kid.
That's good.